Hey everybody, you're listening to the Inspirational Power Hour, and I'm excited because I'm a big fan of this gentleman right now. This is Josh Marks from Fox's MasterChef. What's up, Josh?
What's up? Thanks for having me.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good. Now, Josh, did you see all my tweets?
I did. I saw you. You were rooting for me all season.
I was getting emotional and upset.
It was tough.
It was.
Were you praying along with me during the challenges?
I was really praying, Josh. I mean, honestly, you and Christine were my favorites. You, of course, over Christine, but that's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I was rooting for you from the beginning. Very, very proud. I think you did us really proud on the show. MasterChef on Fox. Tell us about that. What made you want to even try out for that?
Well, I was just in the right place at the right time. I was in Chicago for my little sister's birthday, December 1st last year, and one of my friends ended up calling me saying, hey, they're having a casting call tomorrow. Are you going? So I've been cooking for like a couple years now, and so I was like, you know what? I feel like I got what it takes, and I went up there, and the rest is history.
So let's talk about the show right now for a minute, because I was really on edge. So is it really all the intensity and the drama that we see? Is that editing or is that real?
No, that's real. I mean, they
okay.
do add a lot of dramatics into the show,
Right.
but I mean, I still got a knot in my back from one of the challenges.
Serious?
Yeah, it's like intense.
Wow.
It's healed up now, but one of the challenges, I sliced my hand like 8 different slices.
Oh my gosh.
It was pretty crazy.
Wow. So you were on there with all of these great cooks from all over the country, everybody just aspiring to do the same thing that you want to do. But you got in there, you made a mark for yourself, and even to the point that at one point you were eliminated.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got a chance, and you came back strong.
That was a blessing. It was, oddly enough, it was an egg challenge that I was eliminated on.
I remember.
And when I was sent home that weekend, it was Easter weekend, so I stayed away from all Easter eggs. Didn't cook any, didn't eat any.
Wow, you were scarred from the eggs.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Wow. Okay, and tell us about Chef Ramsay and the other Joe and the other chefs that were on there.
Well, Chef Ramsay, that's definitely one of my biggest mentors from the show, one of my favorite judges, because he showed like those godly influences. Like, he showed compassion. He also showed intensity. He also, helped motivate me to be a better chef, Right. And a lot of the times you might see him screaming, but, he's really just trying to make you, bring out the best in you.
Right. So, and I remember one particular challenge where they brought out these different, I think this may have been the one that you chose, where one dish that was cooked for Obama, another dish that was cooked for Oprah, and the last one for Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, yeah.
Was that the pressure challenge that you got to do?
Yeah, that was the elimination. Well, I had won the preceding mystery box challenge, and I got to choose the next dish that we cooked in the elimination challenge, and I chose the Barack Obama dish. Right.
So why did you choose that one?
It seemed like the most simple dish, and some of the components, they were definitely elevated. They definitely weren't simple. And some of the other components of the other dishes, I just didn't even know where to start. Like a cilantro mushroom was on one of them, and like a celery gelée. And I chose the most, basic one.
So you played to your strength.
Exactly.
Okay, good deal. So tell us how you started cooking. How did this start your passion?
Well, you got to eat every day.
That's true. So true.
And why not cook? So once I realized I was getting good at it, I started taking it a little bit more serious, and start fine tuning some of the things that that were missing out of my repertoire.
Okay.
And just start getting better and better each day.
See, I'm curious, because the level that you cook at, that's not the average level that a man cooks at. Okay.
True.
Okay, the average man doesn't talk about cilantro and all this other kind of stuff.
Right.
They'll just throw something together in a box.
Exactly.
So what was it, or what was the point that you took your cooking to another level beyond just the simple stuff?
Well, I started off by taking my hamburger helper to the next level by incorporating like cilantro with fresh peas and all kind of different stuff into hamburger helper, and I was like, man, I'm pretty good at this.
Okay.
So I started making stuff outside the box from scratch on my own, like different pastas and different dishes, and like shrimp etouffee, my signature dish, and started perfecting that. And some of those same components and some of those same like principles I learned in the basics helped me become, a better chef when I start getting to more advanced stuff.
Right. Because I remember one point in the show, I think it was Joe that that asked you a question about your instinct. I mean, there was some ingredient. I think it was a pasta ingredient that you chose. See, I was watching. I was really watching.
I know you were.
And I think the pasta that you chose just based off of your instincts, Other people will probably have to be trained as to what pasta goes well with what sauce and what meat and things like that. But it was just an instinct for you, right?
Exactly.
And Joe, he saw that.
He did. He acknowledged the fact that, I did have that killer instinct as a cook, and I know like what to put together, what makes sense. So
right.
He was like, he's definitely has some chef qualities in him,
Right. So very good. So now, and one thing that you've never been shy about the fact that, your faith has played a very important part in your career, this far. And so tell us a little bit about the part that your faith plays in all of this.
Oh, absolutely. Before every challenge, like when I woke up every morning before the challenges, I prayed. Prayed during challenges, and after challenges, waiting for verdicts. And God definitely used me. And I think they show, a lot of times they show glimpses of me with my head down,
yeah,
praying. And I think that there's definitely a added bonus that I could use,
right?
Because God really used me.
Right. And I think that's important because so many people, when they get on that national platform, they will kind of, water down their faith,
right.
for fear of not wanting to offend and different things like that. But I'm always proud when somebody they don't care and they're just bold about their faith,
Absolutely.
Even on that because God was the one that helped you get to that point
exactly.
on Fox.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a God-given talent.
That's right.
He has to be acknowledged.
Right. Okay. So tell us a little bit, what have you been doing since the show, since MasterChef?
Well, lately, a lot of people want me to take over their restaurants for special guest chef nights. So I'm working on a couple restaurants. A restaurant in New York, a restaurant in Virginia, and a restaurant in Austin, Texas, and a restaurant here in Jackson that wants me to take over for a guest chef night.
Cool.
So, just continue to cook and just get better as a chef and take over restaurants.
Okay, so when you take over a restaurant and when people come, what can they expect?
Well, they can expect 3 courses of some of the best stuff that they're ever tasting in their life. I mean, some stuff that'll make your tongue want to slap you in the back of the head. like good food, really good food.
Good. So do they get a chance to meet you as well?
Oh, absolutely. I definitely will be in the building. Well, for my previous event at Table 100, I was a guest chef, and we had a benefit for breast cancer, and I met everybody that came, took pictures, signed autographs, and everybody really enjoyed my food, and the plates were empty.
Wow, good. So now, when can we expect this cookbook? Even though you didn't win, you were top two, but I think there should still be a cookbook coming sometime soon, right?
A lot of people been asking me about cookbooks.
We want it, Josh. We want it.
It's kind of low on the priority list, but now I realize that's really should be a lot higher. So once I get my business plan for my cooking school done, I can start looking at different publishers and talking to different publishers about a cookbook.
Okay, and in the meantime, I do see that like on your blog, you do every now and then you send out a little recipe. So you sent out this you called it a sexy little fruit salad.
Yeah, just a little sexy fruit salad.
Okay,
something you can whip together. It was just inspired by some of the flavors that I like, the citrus and using chefy ingredients like I use blood orange olive oil.
I don't even know what that is.
It's good. It's good stuff.
See, you would probably have to just go to the grocery store with some people.
Yeah, I was in the grocery store and one of my friends, Jessica, saw me and she was like, "We need to be shopping with Josh." And I'm like, "You really do need to be shopping with me."
Because blood orange what?
Olive oil. Blood orange infused olive oil. Would have been great.
I would run from that probably. I wouldn't even know what that is.
It's good.
Okay. You mentioned the cooking school. Tell us about that.
Yes. Well, I'm in the beginning stages of my business plan, working on bringing a cooking school back home to Chicago. And it's going to be a recreational cooking school, so all walks of nature can come. Kids, teenagers, adults, senior citizens, everybody.
Right. Okay. So now tell our listeners how they can connect with you, because I know people want they want to stay up on these restaurant takeovers and these ingredients and all that stuff. So give them your contact info.
All right. You can follow me on Twitter, MC3Josh. You can follow me on Facebook.com/MC3Josh, and definitely on my website, www.ashuonions.com.
All right, so we definitely want to tell everybody, make sure to connect with Josh out there. Go follow him on Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. And Josh, I just want to say again, we are very, very proud of you.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right, and I'm gonna be looking for this cookbook.
Okay, I'm gonna have to write it.
Along with
I
the grocery
gotta write
list.
it.
Along with the grocery list. Like,
No
go
doubt.
to the store and get this first.
I think that's gonna be like the first 6 pages, like how to stock your pantry to
Right.
cook like Josh.
Boom. There you go.
I'm serious.
I'm helping you write this, Josh. I think
Thank you.
I need a little note in the book or something.
Like acknowledgement. No
Yes.
doubt.
All right, everybody, listen. Make sure that you stick around. We have some more great gospel music coming up in just a little bit, so make sure that you stay right here.